Okay, don't know why that car is like that. But now what I'm going to do is show you guys Tacoma at night. Now, today is Sunday. Actually, it's just now Monday morning. It's basically around 12:45. That right there was 75th. This is 75th and Pacific. I'm on Pacific right now. Here's the Fred Meyer, and I'm going to turn around to kind of give you guys a fresh look of this particular area. It gets a lot of attention. There used to be a lot of prostitution along this area, but I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. What I'm going to do is take you guys through, and I apologize for my little car. Noe drives this car now more than anything, and so it's running a lot louder than it used to. It vibrates more, it makes more noise than it used to. And I didn't bring my microphone, so I apologize. But what I'm going to do is show you through what's considered to be South Tacoma, which is where we're at now. I'm going to then take you into downtown. I'm going to show you along the Tacoma Dome District, downtown district itself, and then over to Hilltop, all at nighttime. Right now, it's about almost 1 in the morning, so it's basically New Year's Eve. You're going to see just how dead it is. Now, of course, a lot of people have to go to work in the morning, so keep that in mind. But this section right here where you see the McDonald's on the corner and you see the Rite Aid, I believe. Is this a Rite Aid? I believe it's a Rite Aid. It's all dark right there in that corner. Yeah, it's a Rite Aid. This is where a lot of issues happen, especially right by this McDonald's. Just a lot of people standing around. There's a lot of buses that go through here and stop right here. So typically you see a lot of stuff going on, just people hanging around. It's not as bad as it used to be, from what people tell me. This used to be one of those areas that had a lot of issues, and some will say it still does. But anyhow, what we're going to do is this video probably has to be broken down into several different pieces. I brought my charger just in case if the phone wants to die. It's at 30%. I apologize for the dirty windows also. But it'll be broken down into several different pieces. You're going to see the Pacific Avenue in one video. The other video you're going to see is focusing on downtown. The other video you're going to see is going to focus on the Dome District. And then the other video is going to focus on the Hilltop area. So you're going to be able to really and truly check out pretty much different points of the city itself. A lot of people have asked for videos to be around the area, driving around. And I thought what would be better to do is to drive around at nighttime so you guys can get a general idea as to how life is here. It's not that cold, believe it or not. It's about 40 degrees outside. So it's cold enough to definitely have like a jacket. I actually just have long sleeves on. So it's not super duper cold. But as you can see, there's really not a whole lot of anything out here. Now, this is considered to be one of the areas of the city that people kind of turn their nose up on. Now, in the past, maybe this used to be a bit of a problem, but now you're seeing businesses over here on the left just now. There's a business going in on that spot. This is also the area where the BRT line is going to go. So the bus rapid transit line, the first one that the city is going to have, is going to run through here. This is also known as Bus Route 1, which is the most heavily used bus line in the city of Tacoma. So if you go back the opposite direction, you're heading towards Spanaway and Parkland and then Spanaway. Going this direction, you're facing and heading towards downtown. And I can see downtown, but because of my windows and the fog and the cold, you're not going to necessarily see downtown just yet. This is one of the busier thoroughfares in the city, Pacific Avenue. It's basically a highway. From this, you can get to really anywhere in the city because the interstate's not that far away. If you go to the left, which right now we're on 56th Street, South 56th. If you turn to the left, then you're able to get onto the interstate pretty quickly. Also, if you go to the left, you're heading more towards the Tacoma Mall. And in one of these videos, I'll show you Tacoma Mall at nighttime. There's really not a lot going on, to be honest with you, at this time of the morning. You don't see a lot. I may take you one of these times also over to Lakewood at nighttime. Lakewood has had a lot of issues lately, but it is trying to revive and really get to be a better community. There's a lot of investment going on over there. A lot of businesses have opened. So it's trying to change and remake itself as well. You guys can't see it, but over to the left is Stewart High School, or no wait, this is Stewart Middle School. So Stewart Middle School is to the left right now. This little area right here is an area that I think has a lot of opportunity. You see a lot of commercial little mom and pop places. Some of them are empty, some of them have activity. These two buildings right here on the right and the left, as you cross the street, there's nothing. Over here to the right, there's a lot of nothing in some of those. But really and truly, this area here kinda could develop and turn into like a mini Greenwood. In Seattle, the Greenwood neighborhood, that gives me similar vibes to that. Yeah, it's much more posh in Greenwood, but I think as more development happens, it's a possibility that this area here could really and truly pick up. Alright, so now up here, the truck is in the way, the pickup truck is in the way, but right up here before we get to the light, on the right, you're going to see flashing lights. This is where Sound Transit has their staging area for the Link light rail extension. So the Tacoma Link extension is right over here to the land, I should say. The staging area is going to be all the way out here, and so this has caused a lot of issues for some people. We're right now on 38th Street, and yet we're at least a mile from downtown, and this is where they actually have the area that they're putting all of the supplies and equipment and tools for the Tacoma Link extension. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but they said it was more financially feasible to place it there. Now, there's a vacant lot right here to the left, which is going to be the 911 center that the county is going to build. And for some reason, it used to be the old hospital. Rumor has it that hospital was haunted. And so they tore the hospital down a little bit ago, and they are waiting to develop it, I guess. I don't know how the funding is for that or what that looks like, but it's pretty much ready to go, just waiting for them to develop that. So along this road, you're going to see some development happen. Now you're starting to see downtown come into view. This bridge was rebuilt not that long ago, before we actually lived here, obviously. But the city is working on a lot of infrastructure projects, rebuilding a lot of bridges and roads that have past their useful life. Okay, so this is basically the Pacific Avenue portion. And again, I started around 75th Street because I didn't want to start all the way in Spanaway. I mean, that would have been a very long video. I wanted to give you just a short burst as to what to expect around this time of night along that particular area. So that ends this video now.